Hey dudes, Carl here, Bohemian Nomad, having me some dinner at the Panda Express. Yep. Gonna do another round of Amazon. Yep, pretty exciting. Yep. It's Sunday, so it's my day off, but I like working. It's fun. I know there's lots of people that wanna just do a YouTube video and have you give them your hard-earned money and they just sit around on their butt and don't do nothing all day except making the video and then complain you don't watch it enough. Yeah, but we don't do that here. We don't charge you. We're just happy that you watch and have fun. Yep. So anyway, well, let's get to the meat and potatoes about the Timbery. He went outside his camper this morning and talked about a bunch of stuff, and I didn't take any notes, and none of it was memorable because I don't remember anything he talked about other than people leaving and people coming, and you got to be like him. You can't go out there and just camp for the weekend and go back to your prison job and have the same sort of experience he does, because no, you got to camp for like 12 days straight to be able to really enjoy it. I don't know, something like that. I don't know, Timmy. I camp on weekends and it's all good and fine. I get as much camping as I need. Well, then he chucks off and goes down to the human being where he's blabbling, and he's supposedly the CFO is giving him money to buy coffees, and he gets his coffee milkshake with heavy whipping cream and his juju beans. So yeah, he's gonna be in ketosis for the carnivore diet. The only point of the carnivore diet is to get in ketosis, where you're burning your fat instead of your carbs. Instead of the carbs that are in your bloodstream. Carbs are all gone, so then your body's got to eat fat, or eat its own self, break down its own muscle and start eating that. Um, a lot of times your body will do that before it starts burning fat. It'll tear down the muscle that needs to get taken care of. So you got to get in ketosis if you're going to lose weight. But you can tell people that are strict carnivore that don't cheat, because they get thin, they lose the weight. People that say they're carnivore and they still got a belly, they're just not telling you the truth. But anyway, he went and he showed us the car show, which was pretty cool, except most everybody boogied on out of there because it's going to rain, and they don't want to get their fancy cars all dirty. So there weren't too many cars there. But he did go down the food row, and there was a lot of good-looking food there, and there were a lot of good-looking vendors. Tim told them all he'd make them famous, but he wasn't going to buy anything. He makes them famous if they want someone to buy something that's not him, because people are going to watch his video and then they're going to go, oh yeah, that vendor's down there, that vendor, I'll go. Well, they're gone now, so I don't know what the point of that was. And then the funniest thing is Tim, of course, it happens every once in a while, but Tim comes across a bullshitter that's just as much of a bullshitter as him, and telling stories and tall tales. And Tim's just like, look at him like, you're lying to me, dude. But he can't say that because he's got him on camera. He's got to be nice. That's pretty funny. Yeah. So anyway, that was funny. And so all you people got to give Tim money, because that way you help out Tim. And in turn, Tim's helped. Yeah, that's not mine. That's some dude that's a fan of Blind Views that had that joke. Yeah, Tim asks you, he's all subscribe and like his videos, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Why do you have to help him out? Why don't you like or subscribe because you like him and you want to? Why do you have to do it because he asks you? I don't ever get that. And then he wants you to use his Amazon link because he gets extra money, but he won't spend the time to do the Amazon link right. The way the Amazon link is supposed to work is you buy a product from Amazon and you really like the product, and you show the product that you bought on Amazon in your video, and then you give a link to it. you shall, just come on to my link and it'll take you directly to that product and you can buy it and make it easier. That's what the Amazon commission is supposed to be for. It's not supposed to be just free money because you use this link and go shopping. But whatever. Amazon's got plenty of money, whether Tim does it right or not. Nobody really cares. But you got to give the Tim Timbery money. I guess his camper's not leaking, supposedly. And if he doesn't film it, it doesn't happen. I don't know. I don't know why his daughter would go somewhere and not take him along. Maybe she invited him, but he didn't want to go because, it wasn't something he'd be the star of. Yeah. So anyway, what was that? I heard something the other day. If you want to upset a narcissist, lie to a narcissist, and if you want to make them happy, and if you want to make a narcissist upset, you tell the narcissist the truth. That's a good one. I think that's how it goes. I don't really know. But anyway, Tim didn't buy anything. He wants to get back and ride his motorcycle, so that should be exciting. We'll have to see. He's got a ton more stuff he's got to spend money on to get that motorcycle up and running. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see what presents he buys for the motorcycle. Yeah, or if he really goes back to Florida. I don't know. I don't know, but he drove that motorcycle down there, and then he flew back. That was super, super weird. Super weird. Who would do that? Why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense. And why has he been up there all this time, and why does he have to wait till November to go back? I don't know. Maybe it's because he doesn't want to see Blind Views. Blind Views is like trying to do a meet and greet with Sarasota Tim, but Sarasota Tim keeps ghosting him. Yeah, Sarasota Tim went all the way to the Gulf of, Gulf of Mexico, and old Sarasota Tim had vacated and was gone. So then he went back to the Space Coast, and he's hoping Sarasota Tim will come back so he can meet his big hero before he has to go back to Pennsylvania. Hey. Oh yeah, and Blind Views is supposed to go to a spooky, creepy show at the Harley dealership today, and he says he's going to put it up, but it's almost 5 o'clock and I haven't seen it yet. So we got that to look forward to. Yeah. I forget what he called it, oddities or novelties or whatever, because, get more collection for his dungeon. Instead of the naughty bus with nautical thing, and he has the dungeon with the dungeon stuff. Yeah. So it's going to be good to see that. I can't wait.